The Roman Legion with 2 freshmen, 6 sophomores, 6 juniors, 8 seniors on their 22-man roster. Looking to break on the near side is Bernabe Barba, the senior midfielder. That played a big factor in their convincing win in the sectional final round of play. And if it does in fact get physical, it'll be interesting to see how St. Anthony's able to handle. Cut off though again by Bernabe Barba. Now Barba cuts back left. He goes down, he gets tripped up in a foul against Green Bay NEW Lutheran. For the Roman Legion, near side with Barba. Trying to keep it in, he does. He drags along the touchline. Keeps it in, despite the pressure. And right there is Barba and Ortega. Josiah backing up on defense, the one-man wall. Barba, airborne. McKinster turns around, that finds the back of the net. Bernabe Barba in the 36th minute. His 22nd of the season in the Roman Legion. They strike first in their maiden voyage at the WIAA Boys State Soccer Tournament. It was Barba, bent it in, and it flew over the right hand of 6'1" senior goalkeeper Aaron McKinster. Since the overtime loss against Howard's Grove, they've had 1 tie during this recent stretch, and that came against Little Chute, which they would go on and win by way of penalty kick. Off the left cleat with Barba. So far the lone goal recipient here in this D3 state semifinal. And Barba draws the foul. It's going to go. The Flying Dutchmen certainly are playing for a rematch with Winnebago Lutheran Academy, who they had beat. Barba. Go back outside. Nice feed. Looking to walk it in. Oh, the Roman Legion again just missing goal number 2 with Juan Serna. Boy, that's a couple of close calls now for the Roman Legion here in the second half. And McKinster taking a shot. Dalmas. On the turn though by Barba. Here comes Serna. Flores. And covering up is Aaron McKinster. Minute. And a short pass with Barba. Barba trying to get around Jake Swihart. Playing it back to elude Patrick Maurer. Barba. That lead feed able to connect with Gutierrez. Off the Lutheran to change that. Any way you can approach it and attempt to take away some of this possession.
Communication is the key. You just have to understand you can't necessarily look up and see where all your teammates are. So they need to be letting you know where your options are.
Ball played back, pressure applied by Schultz. Schroffnagel on the header, knocked down by Gutierrez. Trying to get the feed right back from Carlos Ramirez. And now Ramirez on the short pass with Barba. He'll take the shot, and King will.
Championship game so many years in a row and not win. So I hated to lose, but certainly they were very deserving. As as possible, so you've got time and room to operate.
But Barba.
Winnebago has done a really nice job with the balls in the air. They've won most of those, so they got to keep that up.
Over there to Gutierrez. That on the feed from Barba. Gutierrez. And now Barba.
Re-energizes St. Anthony, actually. Now that Winnebago Lutheran has scored. Up 3-0, you wonder if they were figuring this is
half for the 4-1 lead.
Winnebago Lutheran's going to have to score quickly here to get themselves back into this game.
Barba! But Caleb King.
Opportunity. We've seen what they've been able to do, what St. Anthony's been able to do from the 18 on in.
Boy, look at that windup by Barba. Had just enough space and had the angle.
They're sensing that this is theirs if they want to take it, so they're going to work hard.
And cooler heads prevailing. You know, Saw him getting frustrated toward the end of the first half, even with a 3-goal lead that then dwindled down to 2. They've come back out here, and they're just focused and back to playing soccer, and it's paying off in a big way.
Like we said, if they play their game, work their position.
They came into the state tournament outscoring their first 4 playoff opponents 15-1 with the lone goal allowed against Racine St. Catharines. Barba, and a goal kick for Winnebago Lutheran.
Well, I've been very impressed with St. Anthony and their ability, their ball skill, their ability to possess the ball, their movement off the ball for the most part, for most of the game.
Back at, well, Barba trying to go for that bicycle kick, but it just looked painful in the end result. Going up and down, he went hard on that backside with the flag going up against the Lucy. Barba. And now Barba up the wing. Kept in and played over to Juan Serna. Given way. Barba trying to turn the corner and play on following Sam Bussey getting knocked down. Battling there with Rogelio Cuvez, the senior defender into the lineup, sporting jersey 12. Off the slide by, or the slip and slide by Barba.
A couple of goals here, get themselves back in it.
And again, they were more on the defense yesterday too, but nothing like this. Aquinas certainly had their fair share of possession in that semifinal. Flores, not much on this.
This is that time of the game where if you've got the lead, they've got enough of a lead, it's not quite as important, but you want to get the ball down to the other team's corners, make that team chase you. Take precious time at the back post. That's a no-no.
You'll see Francisco Meza. He's a sophomore. He's in line now. Right there is Barba and Ortega. Josiah backing up on defense, the one-man wall. Barba, airborne. McKinster turns around. That finds the back of the net. Bernabe Barba in the 36th minute. His 22nd of the season in the Roman Legion. They strike first in their maiden voyage at the WIAA Boys State Soccer Tournament. It was Barba, bent it in, and it flew over the right hand of 6'1" senior goalkeeper Aaron McKinster.